on the air right now. We've got the lovely Miss Rachael Leigh Cook. Rachel, good morning. How are you?
Thank you, Jay. I am doing great. I am so glad we're on the phone, and I'm not in your studio because I am not lovely right now. I am a mess, but thank you for saying that.
Well, no problem. My producer, on the other hand, wishes you were here because
you're always lovely.
I had explained to him when I was asking what are some of the reasons that he wanted to do this interview so much. He was so adamant about it. He said, and she's super hot. And I had to explain, like, this is going to be via the telephone, so really the hotness won't translate.
It doesn't matter. I'll just watch the trailer for Josie and the Pussycats over and over while you talk.
Wow. You should really get a restraining order, like, and I'm being dead serious. Even though it's states away, you should really think about that. And never come back to Montana to film a movie again, just knowing he exists here.
I love that you know that I've been to Montana.
Yes.
Although, actually, with what you just said, maybe of course you knew that I had been to Montana. I'm just kidding. No, a compliment's a compliment where I'm from, and thank you. No restraining order necessary. I think you sound awesome.
Very nice. What you think? Let's go back to Montana here, and less on the fact that I have a creepy, weird producer here. What did you think of Montana when you were here? You were filming a movie called Highline, right?
Yes, I was. It was a great experience. We were in Livingston, and I can't remember the name of the hotel we were at, but it was very historic, and I was next to a room that Sam Peckinpah had evidently unloaded his gun into the ceiling of at one point, so I thought that was exceptionally cool, well, because I wasn't there. But, I had an absolutely amazing time. I went to the hot springs. I met some amazing people, and I really hope to get back.
That's awesome. They just had a Full House reunion up there 2 weekends ago because one of the uncles, the least successful one from Full House, got married up there. So we had John Stamos and Bob Saget and the whole gang up there in Livingston.
I am so jealous.
Yeah, you should have been there. Why weren't you there? Where are you at these Full House reunions? They should just say Full House reunion and Rachael Leigh Cook for some reason.
Well, it should just be called Not That Full of House because I was not invited.
Exactly.
So
jerks.
Okay. All right. Apparently the house was full. That's okay.
I can tell that this is going to go off track here, Rachel. So before we have way too much fun, let's actually talk a little bit about Perception, since that's why we're here.
Let's do that.
Perception Tuesday nights, TNT. That would be tonight on TNT, right after Rizzoli and Isles, which we actually gave away a DVD copy of this morning. So we're supporting you and your evening on TNT tonight all around. So for people,
I so appreciate that.
We're here for you. Really, we are. This whole show was put on the air 10 years ago to support your career, and I hope you're pleased. So
I am so pleased. I'm going to sit down.
Good.
Please.
That's impressive. Tell people a little bit about the show. If they've never checked it out, let's give them the sell right now. That's going to make everybody go, oh, screw the reruns of the other crappy shows that are on tonight. I'm going to tune into TNT and see Perception.
Oh, well, this is not a rerun. That was too easy, though. I gotta up my game. I'm sure you have discerning listeners. So this is a show for people who are sort of fascinated by psychology. If it's a class that you liked in high school or college, this is a great show for people who are, curious about the way the brain works, and also people who like a good yarn. We don't solve crimes in a typical fashion, and we're not the average whodunit. You're going to see a lot of twists and turns, a lot of great guest cast, and this week's episode is truly awesome. It's about a guy who is trying to bridge the gap between technology and actual consciousness. Oh. So it's really interesting.
Like RoboCop.
Pretty much exactly like RoboCop.
Tonight's episode is Perception RoboCop. I'm there you go. That you sold me right there. So I'm going to be watching for sure. Yeah, Perception Cop. I love it. I want to know, when you play Special Agent Catherine Rose Moretti here, when you're playing this character, do you, when you're not shooting, because I think I would, like when I watch Law and Order, I kind of get into it and I feel like I'm kind of a part of the show, or any of these types of shows. When you go home, do you watch like the news and sometimes think like, I probably should help with this, like I kind of know what's going on and I could solve this?
Yes. Do my local members of law enforcement think so? Probably not. But yeah, I've been tempted to, citizens arrest somebody here and there, which I will not do, but I'm pretty sure it's a real thing, so why not?
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, I definitely casually use the jargon in my everyday life, which is awkward for my friends and family, but, otherwise, yeah, I think I don't have many illusions that I could solve a true crime, but I'm fascinated by the judicial process. I recently had to serve jury duty, and unlike everyone calling in saying, "Oh man, I hope they don't pick me," I was like, "Pick me, pick me, pick me." Yeah. I'm passionate about justice. I can do this.
I'm the same way, but I can't ever do it because, like, it'd be weird for you because you're Rachael Leigh Cook, so everybody'd be distracted. Like, there's an actress in the jury box. But for me, I'm a highly controversial radio show host, so I can't get selected either because it's like I talk about how horrible all these criminals are on the radio. So it's like I'm just like never going to get that opportunity in this city. I need to leave and like come to L.A. or somewhere and do jury duty, where I'm just some anonymous guy.
I think that's probably your game plan right there. Otherwise, you're right. It's not going to happen for you.
That's a great point. And this is a great question here from somebody who clearly is a big Perception fan. You compliment Eric McCormick perfectly. Why are you not hooking up with him instead of her ex-husbands? They want to.
Probably because it's season 3. I don't know. It's. I think that they're very conscious of our characters sort of jumping the shark there in terms of story. We don't want to. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but what people say happened to moonlighting. I don't know. I love working with Eric. I don't want this show to end, and if that would endanger anything, then no, they need to push that back as far as possible. And getting me full-on married to someone else should do it for a while.
I just really enjoyed the answer of why not. Because it's season 3? Have you learned story arcs in television yet?
Otherwise, believe me, I think that just as a viewer of the show, I think that would be tremendous.
There you go. I mean, I think, that'd be great. But, yeah, you want to keep your gig. It makes sense. Somebody...
Yeah, I got a kid to feed,
Exactly. Let's bring in the bacon here. Alan, our friend all the way over in Kingswood, England, says, does she watch herself on TV? P.S. Tell her she's hot. So you know that even England thinks you're hot. But the big question here is, do you watch yourself? Like, do you tune into Perception?
I do because we shoot... For one, we shoot 2 shows at once. And we work so fast that it's hard for me to completely understand if I'm keeping intention within the scenes, if I'm keeping, true to the storyline in terms of in terms of the timeline of what's happened. So it helps me to watch to just sort of ease my mind that I handled that all decently. But I watch myself through my fingers and sometimes with my ears plugged because it's that feeling that a lot of people, I'm sure not you because you work in radio, but have where they hear their voices on an answering machine where it's just like, well, surely I don't sound like that, Yeah. It's that plus, surely I don't really look like that. Plus, I don't have that horrible, annoying habit, do I? And then it's all true. And so... Yeah, I don't watch myself that often.
Exactly. It's watching with some certain conditions attached to it. So I like you can appreciate the show, but you just wish you weren't in it. It's like, man, if they could just take me out of this would be great. But still keep the job.
It would be a lot better. I would watch a lot more of it.
I can relate. But to the rest of us, just so you know, for your self-image, we enjoy you being a part of the show. Your voice, your habits, all the annoying habits you have, and your look. And your look. So, Perception.
Oh, thank you.
Tuesday nights following Rizzoli and Isles. Check it out tonight, 8 o'clock here in Billings on TNT. And what's next? Anything exciting coming up or just pretty much watch Perception?
Definitely keep watching Perception. Again, got to feed the kid.
Yeah.
But, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this time off. We just wrapped a couple weeks ago, and I'm doing the stay-at-home mom thing, which has been really rewarding. So awesome. I'm going to do that unless I get some kind of other amazing opportunity. So
that's good. I'm glad you didn't say something really like postpartum and be like, I'm out doing the mom thing right now and I really hate my life and kind of want to kill her. I'm glad that you're enjoying it and it's rewarding. It's a nice twist. Most celebrities I talk to want to kill their kids, and you sound very level-headed and reasonable.
It's true. You are never going to get picked for jury duty.
I know. You figured me out. Rachael Leigh Cook,
thank you. It's not going to happen.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. We'll check out tonight Perception on TNT. You've been great, and come back to Montana sometime and do a movie. We'd love it.
I would love to. I'll come say hi.
And I'll stay far away. Don't
worry. We'll keep you protected. Rachael Leigh Cook, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the baby, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, guys. You too.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.